Hi, this is a video to show you how to use hooks to integrate external systems to Instadeq using just HTTP requests. So let's say you have a script or something that runs periodically or an external system and you want to send some data to Instadeq and build a dashboard to report the progress or information about that system. To do that, you just need a way to make an HTTP request and use hooks on the Instadeq side. So hooks are a way to map a unique URL into an Instadeq channel. You can create one by going to the admin section, and in the hook section, click Add Hook. You have to select a target channel. Whenever you send an HTTP post request to this URL, it will appear on this channel. So I will name one CSV and click OK. You can add a description if you want to explain what kind of data is there or which is the system that sends data there. I will create another one called JSON. As you can see, now I have two unique URLs. These are kind of secret, and if you can remove them if they leak in a way, or if the source and the script that's using it is misbehaving, you can remove them so it will receive 404. So I will first copy here by clicking here the URL for the CSV hook, and I'm going to go to a deck and create a CSV source, and I'm going to say that's persistent and the channel is called CSV. I'm going to apply. Since this channel is empty, nothing will appear. So now I'm going to go to a terminal. I'm going to use curl here to send to make the HTTP request, but you can do it with any language that can do HTTP requests. So I created a simple script that generates some data. So if I do then a run data.js and I say CSV and I want 3 rows, it will generate some CSV data. I will say 5 here and I will send it to a file called data.csv. Now I'm going to use curl. I'm going to paste the URL, use the option data-binary. The binary is so that the new lines are not changed in any way, so the data is sent as is. And I'm going to use the add sign. That means that it comes from file, and I'm going to say data.csv. So now when I hit enter, it will appear over here. So it's a CSV, and whenever you send some new data, it will appear there. Another way of sending the data is to use the pipe. So we do the same as before, but now we pipe curl the URL data-binary at, saying that it comes from a file, but the dash, which means it comes from standard input. This is a way to pipe data into curl as the body of the request. So if I send this, you can see that some of the columns will change because the generator changes some columns and keeps other ones fixed with the values. So now let's see how to do the same for JSON. So I will go to the hooks, I will copy the JSON URL and go back and create a JSON card. I say it's persistent and the source is called, the channel is called JSON. Again, there's nothing in that channel, so that's why it's empty. I'm going to say JSON here, and I say I want to, just to see. It is the same kind of data, but it comes as an array of objects. So now I can do curl the hook for the JSON channel and send it over here. So now it will appear as JSON. But let's say you can generate easily JSON, easier than CSVs. But you want to send a table, not a JSON data structure, because Instadeq is much easier to use if the data comes already as a table. So there's a third option called JSON table, and let me format it a little bit. So this third format is a JavaScript object, so this is JSON, but it has 3 attributes. One called type, and the value is table. One called columns, and it's an array of strings. The strings are the name of the columns. And the third field is called rows, and it's an array of arrays. Each inner array is each value for each column in the columns array. So basically it's a table, but in JSON format. Let's use this. So now I'm going to send again. And on the JSON side, it will appear as a table. So this is an easy way to send tabular data, but creating JSON objects, not having to go through a CSV format or a serializer. So if I send more, it will send more. You can do the same with spreadsheets. I'm going to show that in a different video. It's not important. It's that the only way you may want to do that is to simulate a spreadsheet when other systems are sending spreadsheets to that channel, or if you want to send more than one table, because spreadsheets allow you to have more than one sheet and tables only have one. But usually what you want is to send either a CSV or a JSON in the shape of a table, because that way you can go straight to working with the data and you don't have to do some transformation to get the source data into a table form. So this was how to use hooks on Instadeq to integrate with external systems. And if you have any question, just contact us on social media. Bye.